Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Messinio, President and CEO of the Marlboro Regional Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to another Member Spotlight video. And today I'm very pleased to have Nelson Parness from Accurate Home Inspections here with us. He's going to share a little bit of information about his business. Well, Nelson, welcome to the show. So let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about Accurate Home Inspections, how you got started, and what you guys do in the community.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. My name is Nelson Parness. I'm a licensed Massachusetts home inspector with Accurate Home Inspections. I've been a full-time home inspector for going on 7 years now, and in that time frame, I've been in all the finest crawl spaces in Massachusetts. I work with my father, Joel Parness. He started doing home inspections before licensing in the early 90s. So, between me and him, you have well over 30 years of home inspection experience. And it's my job to work for potential home buyers to go through a property they're interested in purchasing. I explain every single thing I'm looking at, whether it's the roof, the foundation, and every single thing in between. Once we go into the basement, once we do the outside of the house, once we go into the basement, we'll look at the structure of the home, the heating system, plumbing, electrical systems, all that fun, exciting stuff. Then we'll just work our way up from there, finish in the kitchen. Like I said, I like to explain every single thing I'm looking at or inspecting as I go. So it's always good to have a home buyer over my shoulder looking at what I'm looking at. And I like to explain things in, layman's terms, a way that's easy to understand for a potential home buyer. Every house is different. In my opinion, as a home inspector, every inspection is like a pop quiz, and it's my job to get every question right. And so I really take great pride in explaining every aspect of someone's potential house to them in a way that's easy to understand and thorough. After the inspection, I go back to my office. I type up a home inspection report. Reports are usually about 40 to 45 pages or so. In the report, it breaks down every aspect of the house with pictures and analysis on the home. It has good tips and recommendations for maintaining different aspects of the property. And, buyers can really use that as a roadmap for what they're purchasing and what maintenance the house might need down the road.
Right. That's awesome. So you actually encourage your buyers to be with you throughout the inspection. That's interesting to me. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, any home inspector can do their inspection however they want, but the report is the formal type-up of what we discuss at the inspection. I try to be as personable and approachable as I can. When you read the report, things tend to sound a little scary. It's not my job to terrify anyone about their potential house. And so it's nice to explain things in a simple way that's easy for somebody to grasp. You can have all the information in the world. You can know, the most high-tech heating systems and everything like that. But if you're not explaining it in a simple way for most people, all of that information is useless.
Right. Yeah. And why would they want to, bring you in if they don't want to leverage that information to the best of their ability, whether they buy the home or not, or if they have to use it as a negotiation tool, or just to give them a picture of what they should be thinking about when they get into the home in terms of any fixes that need to happen and that are going to be impactful for the stability of the house, I suppose, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So, who do you generally work with? I mean, are you basically, you'll inspect any home, or do you tend to get buyers calling you directly, or do you get referrals from mortgage companies? How does it all work? How do people get in touch with you? How do you typically get somebody come saying, yeah, we need a home inspection over here?
Yeah. Well, I'm based out of Clinton, Massachusetts. My father lives in Hudson. We go all over Massachusetts. Primarily, we inspect residential homes between Worcester and Boston. We go up and down 495 a little bit. But home buyers should get their offer accepted first. After that, you or your realtor can reach out to us. Generally, once you have an offer accepted, you have a 10-day window. We try to schedule 2 time slots per day, a morning time slot and an afternoon time slot.
Gotcha.
And we'll get you in. The home inspection usually takes between 2 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the home. Obviously, it's a larger house, it's going to take longer. But the home inspection process takes about that amount of time. Whether it's a tiny condo building or a 300-year-old home, we do everything in between. We've done massive houses for professional sports players before, and we see everything under the sun.
Have you ever done a home where you haven't found really anything wrong?
That's a funny question, actually. There's never nothing. Never nothing. Mm-hmm. Even in a brand new house, there's always something that comes up. Now, sometimes those items can be very small, but out of about 350 inspections we do a year, there might be one every year, every other year that has nothing.
Yep.
Like I said, sometimes there's not much. Sometimes you see some pretty crazy things. Like I found a headstone at someone's inspection one time. Seen, a million different critters in attics, feet of water in basements.
Yeah. What is the most unique and maybe, I don't know, disgusting or, outlandish thing you've ever seen in a home inspection?
Well, it's hard to beat a headstone in someone's backyard, but, really one of the grittiest things I've ever seen was I was doing an inspection for the seller was a smoker, and there was tar and nicotine caked onto a window right next to their Lazy Boy recliner.
Oh my goodness.
I think they spent most of their day in that chair.
Yeah.
But out of all the things I've seen, that's probably up there. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think I had to get home and take a shower immediately.
Awesome. So who are your referral partners? I assume real estate agents, but do you also work with mortgage brokers at all, or anybody else in the home industry that's generally reaching out to say, hey, let's connect, let's maybe there's some opportunities to pass business with the types of business you like to work with?
Yeah, absolutely. In regards to residential real estate, realtors are the quarterback of the transaction. So that's predominantly where I get most of my referrals from. Mortgage officers are another opportunity for me to connect with individuals in real estate. Attorneys as well. I do get some referrals from them, but where they are in the transaction, they're usually a little later in line for me, so I don't see them too often. Realtors, real estate associates.
Kind of the first one, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
excellent. So what's different? What makes you guys different from other home inspections and home inspectors in the region? Anything unique about your service versus anybody else's?
Yeah, honesty, integrity, and experience is our tagline. We value taking the time to explain the condition of the house in an understandable way, and that's what I started talking off with here today.
Yeah.
It's really easy to rush through a house and get a good snapshot of the condition and potential problems that might arise down the road, but putting it in an understandable way to the home buyer, that's something I pride myself on. And our reports document that as well. So you get it on the front end, you get it during the inspection, and the back end. So all around, we're trying to give you as much information as possible in a way that's easy to digest.
Awesome. So what are the best ways for people to connect with you?
Yeah, the best way to reach me is my cell phone number, which is 508-561-1103. I give much better customer service if you do not call me at 5 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night or anything like that.
Yep.
But you can also email me at nelsonparness@gmail.com. You can check us out at accuhomeinspect.com. There's some more information about me and my father on that website as well. You feel free to place an inquiry on our website for a home inspection. And if there were 8 days a week, I would answer my phone. If there were 8 days in a week, I'd be answering my phone 8 days a week. So
I bet. Awesome. That's good. Well, Nelson, really appreciate you being here today. Thank you for taking the time to share information about your business for our fellow chamber members to consider. And we'll look forward to seeing you around the community. That is it for today's Member Spotlight video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.